Welcome back. Legit fast seconds out of the episode. Ready to get back into it. Death Note episode 4. But first, I want to say I'm probably gonna try to do this as a schedule for the channel. It'll be every Thursday maybe, and this might move up to Friday after October because Over the Gone Wall is scheduled for October. That basically the rest of that month, and I want to have I like doing on Thursdays, but I want to make this a Friday series, and they should be uploaded on Fridays if I don't got another show yet. But there might be a whole schedule on Friday. There might be another show by then. I don't really know. But this is episode 4 of Death Note. Let's go into the video.
Probably picked up by some human before he could get to it.
No way. Then he'd be stuck there till the end of that human's life or until the Death Note was destroyed. That could take a while.
Yeah, I can't picture Ryuk doing something
Actually,
so
no.
boring.
But you know what? I actually heard he was carrying 2 Death Notes.
Seriously, why would he need 2?
My plan is to create an ideal new world free from evil and all criminals, and I intend to reign as a god in that world for a very long time. I might consider the deal if it lengthened my life, but not if I die sooner. I could have simply included it in the instructions for the Death Note.
Good point. He's not the slightest bit daunted by the fact that I'm a Shinigami. He doesn't suck up to me, and he seems to have no problem giving me a hard time.
Who knows? I bet that could be pretty interesting.
I wouldn't worry. Even without the eyes and the wings, you're already a worthy Shinigami.
But I wouldn't necessarily say that the Shinigami realm is meaningless to humans either.
Why do you say that?
Well, just think about it. Whenever a Shinigami like you comes to the human world once every 100, no more like every 1,000 years, the human world changes dramatically. The existence of the Shinigami realm is extremely significant.
Really? Got what? What's this about?
I think I just figured out how to find the name of the guy who was following me today.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm gonna use the rules of the Death Note to my advantage. I already know that if I write down a cause of death, I've got 6 minutes and 40 seconds to record the conditions and exact time of death. First, I need to know exactly how far I can go in terms of specifying the details of death.
What? Bizarre behavior before they died? Could you be more specific? What do you mean? So they didn't just die from heart attacks?
No, what I'm saying is they all died of heart attacks, but it wasn't quite that simple. Before one of them died, he drew a pentagram on the wall of his cell using his own blood. Another left a letter, but it doesn't seem to be a will or anything meaningful. And as for the third victim, he escaped from his cell and ran all the way to the staff bathrooms before he died.
If Kira is really using criminals as test subjects, what is he trying to achieve? What do you mean by that?
One of them escaped and ran into the bathroom I had specified in the Death Note. Another one drew the same symbol I had drawn in the Death Note before he died. And finally, a third wrote the same letter I had written in the Death Note, word for word. All 3 did exactly what I intended them to do. For the other 3 inmates, I purposely wrote conditions that were virtually impossible. With the first one, I wrote that he would die in front of the Eiffel Tower in 1 hour. However, everyone knows that it's physically impossible to go from a prison in Japan to Paris, France in only 1 hour. Since this couldn't happen, he simply died of a heart attack in prison. The next was supposed to draw an exact picture of Elle's face on the prison wall. This also didn't happen. You can't draw someone you've never seen, right?
Makes sense.
With the last one, I tried something slightly different. I specified that he would write a note that read, "I know that Elle is suspicious of the Japanese police." To be honest, I actually expected this one to work, but it didn't end up happening. Which means, it's impossible to make someone write what they don't already know.
But perhaps he has a different goal in mind altogether. Could the pentagram and this letter be some kind of message? Is this it?
All right, time for the real thing.
A date?
Yeah. It's a date no matter how you look at it. And I'm sure even my stalker will see it.
Better get his
But this
song.
isn't just a date, is it? You said that you'd figured out a way to find your stalker's name.
Spaceland since junior high. I'm so excited. And the best part is I have you all to myself.
He got smashed hard.
During the week,
as
he goes to
hell.
school and cram school at night. Dates on his day off. A normal kid, just a hardworking senior in high school.
It's him. He's here. 7
Well-
passengers, excluding him. No one's in the way. Everything should go smoothly.
Stay in your seats unless you want to die!
A bus jacking? You gotta be kidding me.
Yuri, don't be scared. As soon as he turns around, I'm going to grab the gun out of his hand.
Don't be stupid. That's risky. If it comes to that, I'll take care of it.
The first hijacker comes in like he's working alone. Meanwhile, the second one pretends to be a hostage and stays in the very back just in case something goes wrong. What's the matter?
You really think he is one?
Here's my proof. Take a look.
He was just
FBI?
doing his
I
job.
see. Elle needed an outsider, so we got the FBI to investigate anyone connected to the Japanese police. His name is Ray Penber.
Man,
I
he was
trust you. And I
God
guess
dang
for the
it.
time being, I won't bother.
Don't move, you little punk! What the hell is that? Smartass! You guys were planning something back here, weren't you?
Damn it. If he sees that note from before, he'll find out the light was planning to jump him and take his gun away.
Plans for a date, huh? Who the hell are you? You in the very back. What do you think you're doing? Don't mess with me! How long have you been hiding back there?
What's this? You're talking to me? So you mean you can actually see me right now?
Stay there, you! You! Keep away from me, you freak!
This isn't good. He's hallucinating.
Everyone, get down!
Oh, I get it. That little note that Light accidentally dropped was actually torn from the pages of the Death Note itself. Since he tricked this guy into touching the paper, he's the only other one on the bus who can see me.
Oh shit.
That's so smart.
Get away!
He is the top-ranked student in the country. Guess I shouldn't be surprised. He even used this hijacking as a way to get the guy following him to willingly give up his name.
It's not the bus! Let me off!
.45 on the dot. Everything went just as I planned. Kiichiro Osoreda, accidental death. Boards the 11:31 Spaceland-bound bus near the eastern entrance to the park, holding a loaded gun and attempts to hijack the bus. He sees a horrific phantom and empties his gun trying to kill it. Terrified, he flees the bus. Immediately afterwards, at 11:45, he dies when struck by a car. The Death Note never fails.
Well, episode 4 of the Death Note, and that shit was lit. And whatever millennials say these days. I really did enjoy this episode. The death, the way he did the note thing, legit said everything that was like very creative, and the guy named Ray, like, leave him alone. He just doing his damn job. That's rude. Don't feel like killing that guy. He done. It's over, man. He ain't gonna bother you no more. It's over, man. It's over. Golly. Alright, I wrote some notes down. I only wrote 2 notes down. That one is about the episode, one was the episode before. I wasn't thinking about it until now. When the Shinigami, basically, he looked in, he said he'd give how he asked. I basically wrote down, look into the middle, and he can, Light took his ass and he looked into the middle. Can you see how long his lifespan is, or will the Shinigami tell him how much he has and take that much lifetime? No, that was from last episode, not this episode, but I still wanted to say it because at the beginning of the episode I said it, but I'll probably cut that part out. I just want to say that. Also, the Death Note limitations, and it gotta be realistic. I think he proven the realistic part because the guy who he made the guy he made took the bus basically and shoot everybody, seeing the Phantom, the Shinigami. That pretty realistic because that dude is pretty goddamn. He was pretty darn crazy until he got hit by that car. The limitations. I wonder what is the limitations all the way of the book, but I think they pretty much shown all of it basically. It's legit the only thing I wrote down, but this episode was so good I couldn't really write anything down because I was very entertained by almost the whole damn episode. I'm not lying by any means, but this episode was pretty damn good. I ain't really got anything else to say. I might watch episode 5 next. I gotta check out some things. I might watch that next. How that shit lined up. The schedule I told you at the beginning of the episode, it probably gonna be on Thursdays, but I might maybe it's a Friday at some point. So don't be mad or don't be sad that it ain't on Thursday no more. I'm trying to figure out what I'm gonna do with the series. I'm pretty sure I will continue it now. And I always saw I got like 60 episodes of this, and I cannot wait. And also when I get done with the show, I'm gonna watch the movie. I want to see if I'm about to be depressed or not. I really don't know, cause I ain't checked the movie, but one of my favorite actors is playing Light, I believe, in that movie, so I'm gonna be a little bit torn. Cause I like Nat Wolff. He was one of my favorite childhood shows. Not one of my favorite shows, but by no means with the Naked Ball Burn. That's the fun fact. This has been Death Note. Don't know why I got off that much track, but thanks for watching the video. Please check out the Patreon if you got time. I want to do this full time on YouTube. Check out the Patreon, and I'll get more episodes out. Thanks for watching the video. Peace. My damn pen that is gone. Oh my God, do I know? Am I beautiful? How I know? I'm gonna cut that out.